Dreamscape presents Nights in Berlin by Janice Law, narrated by Paul Ansdell. Chapter 1.
Dear Francis, So, they are sending you among the godless Huns. You will need to look sharp, dear boy, and mind yourself. They say a lot about Berlin, and I don't doubt for a moment that most of it is true, as the city is full of heathens. Still, a trip to the continent is an education in itself. Remember that a young gentleman must be educated, and travel is undoubtedly the least painful means. Since you have not shown much taste for school, this may prove to be just the ticket. I do hope so, dear boy, for you have great capabilities. Now, as for getting home, I wish to see you beyond all things, but even if you were allowed back before your trip, I would not be in residence. Young Eddie is ready for school, the girls are away, and a nanny is, in your father's opinion, superfluous. I have received my 2 weeks' notice and must look for another position. As soon as you are settled in Berlin, send me a note in care of my sister in Brighton. She will forward mail to me. Keep a stout heart and a bright face, and never doubt your Nan loves you. XXXX. I folded up the letter, already well creased from reading, and put it back into my jacket pocket. Nan was leaving, and with her went the last possible reason for me to return to Ireland. As far as I can determine, after nearly 17 years of observation, my dear Nan is the one and only person who is always glad to see me. For the rest of the family, I have been the cuckoo in the nest. My main thought has been to take flight, and theirs to see the back of me. Sitting on my trunk, waiting for Uncle Lastings and anticipating the unknown delights of Berlin, I was feeling sorry for myself. This is something Nan always discouraged, self-pity being, in her mind, the 8th deadly sin. Hence my rereading of a letter that I already knew by heart. "Count your blessings, Francis," she used to say. And yes, the last few months had brought some definite advantages. I was in London. Therefore, I was not in Ireland, which means I was not surrounded by the horses and dogs that cause my eyes to swell up and my lungs to close. I was also out of reach of my father, who dislikes me. My mother was mildly concerned about my conduct.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?